And we start with developing news out of northwest Albuquerque, to where a crash, at least for some time this morning, had part of Coors shut down. Take a look. This is Coors at Fortuna. This is about a half hour ago. It's just south of I-40. Bernalillo County Sheriff's deputies say it all started when they and Albuquerque police pulled over two cars in a parking lot. That was at Coors in Atrisco. Deputies say one of those cars took off, headed straight for the deputy. Thankfully, he was able to jump out of the way. He got in his car. He tried to catch up to the driver. I want to tell you that deputy followed the car from a distance for about 3 minutes. That's when the car ran a red light here at Coors in Fortuna, causing a minivan to T-bone him and slam into him. We're told the driver, Joseph Rael, was with a 16-year-old who was in that car, also the driver of the minivan. All three taken to UNM Hospital. They should be okay. And when Mr. Rael gets out of the hospital, he is going to jail. Deputies do not know how Rael and that teen are related. We'll let you know more as we find it out. All right, UNM's campus should be a little bit safer today after a dozen people were arrested yesterday, all for dealing drugs. Police went undercover and arrested them near the duck pond. Investigators think the drug buying and selling recently started happening there because police are spending more time patrolling Central, just off UNM's campus.
We believe this crime activity started in another location and migrated onto our campus because they were feeling the heat of APD and didn't think they could follow them onto UNM campus, but of course they can. They were wrong.
Again, police arrested a total of 12 people for either buying or selling drugs. Some of them go to UNM, could be disciplined by the school, even expelled. Elizabeth?
A man accused of targeting students and staff members at the University of New Mexico is waking up in jail this morning. University of New Mexico police arrested 32-year-old Dedonta Jenkins Wednesday on 3 felony counts of burglary. They say the 32-year-old is the wandering thief that's been going around swiping expensive books, fancy calculators, and more for the past 5 months.
We're still in the investigative stage. We knew that there are more victims out there, and we'll work through the police reports and try to identify more victims and hopefully be able to tie them to that case.
One of the reasons why we are not showing his face is because police have asked us not to show his face as they continue to identify more victims. Police say Jenkins is not a UNM student. He is in jail on a $10,000 bond. We are learning Rio Rancho's first murder in more than a year may have been over money. 20-year-old Leonard Tidwell was living in a house with his girlfriend, her mother, and her mother's boyfriend. Well, police say an argument broke out between Tidwell and the family over finances. Police say Tidwell shot his girlfriend's mother's boyfriend. He was then arrested.
Albuquerque police and Crime Stoppers are asking for your help to find a wanted fugitive. Michael Spencer is wanted for criminal sexual contact of a minor. If you know where he is, call police. You could get a $1,000 reward for information that leads to him getting arrested. 2 inmates who tried to break out of the Torrance County Jail yesterday are back there right now. Take a look at this. Sky Ranger found some of the inmates' clothes still dangling from the razor wire outside the jail. This was about 11 o'clock yesterday morning. Investigators say then the inmates tried to escape by climbing one of the fences, as you can see, but the guards caught them almost immediately and locked them up again.
4 more days until the big election, and no one is slowing down. Listen to this. Former New Mexico Governor Bill Richardson will be campaigning for President Obama in Florida today. A spokesperson says he will speak at 2 campaign rallies, one in Miami and then one in Orlando. The Albuquerque Journal reports that he'll also be making some television appearances in the battleground state. Richardson endorsed President Obama in 2008 after dropping his own bid for the Democratic presidential nomination. Well, if you want to vote early before Tuesday's election, listen up.
That's because tomorrow is the last day you can do that right here in Bernalillo County. News 13's David Romero is live in downtown Albuquerque with more. Good morning, David.
Good morning, Matt. Well, if you don't want to get caught up in lines on Election Day, your best bet is to vote early, but you only have until tomorrow to do that. Bernalillo County Clerk Maggie Toulouse-Oliver says the convenience of those vote anywhere locations has a lot to do with a big early voting turnout so far. In all, there are about 429,000 registered voters in Bernalillo County, and as of yesterday, the county had collected over 101,000 of those votes. That number is expected to jump today and tomorrow as the last 2 days of voting early is available.
Just want to encourage voters, if they've been thinking about voting early, maybe don't want to deal with Election Day, having to figure out where to go. There's still plenty of time, plenty of opportunity.
And those polling locations will close at 8 p.m. on Saturday night. That is for early voting only, and they're going to reopen on Tuesday, Election Day, at 7 a.m. in the morning. Back to you.
All right, great information, David. The county clerk's office says that the wait time has usually been pretty quick at the polling locations. Now, if you want to find out which one is fastest or which one you can go to, you download an app from the clerk's office. Put that on your smartphone. I think they have it for both the Apple iPhones and the Droids.
Yes, I actually used it a couple days ago when I went. Fortunately, there
Was
were
it
no
accurate?
loans. It was pretty accurate, yeah.
Okay.
It said like 0 to 5 minutes. I just literally walked right in there and filled out my ballot, and that was it.
Good deal.
Done deal.